Importance of being idle, and it's famous quotes by famous people down the years about being a lazy bastard, quite frankly. I was just rooting in the garage one day and there was the book. I'm just like, fucking hell, I am so thieving that title.
Does money spoil things? Because you always say, I'll never change me, but did it change it?
Yeah, fucking right, man. Between 97 and 99, to be quite frank, I couldn't be fucking arsed writing songs or being in a group because I just got paid from Morning Glory and I wanted to just piss it up the wall, really. And I had a good go, let me tell you.
You seem to have went back to writing tracks about nothing, if you know what I mean. Like, with the first album, very small issues, like Part of the Queue, just being stuck in a queue for a pint of milk. And is this sort of the kind of more honest Noel Gallagher that was maybe lost in the money?
You keep going on about the money. I mean, are you proper skint?
Aye.
Oh, fuck you. You should be better at your job then, shouldn't you? That song, Part of the Queue, the title came to me whilst queuing up for a pint of milk. It's about living in a big city and about how there isn't very much of a communal spirit. But I kind of got tired of trying to sum up the meaning of life in 4.5 minutes. Because you can't. But you can sum up a little tiny part of your day, maybe. But there's summing up the meaning of life, kind of leave that kind of stuff to embrace, I would have thought.
So you've had all this time to watch bands come and go, and has anyone done it for you? Because you've always been quite open in your views of other British bands.
I think some really, really good bands, British bands like Razorlight and the Libs, God rest their soul. I've been to see them, a lot of them, and they are really good, and you think, fucking hell, man. I think the next in line to make a great album are Baby Shambles. So, if you're watching Pete, get your fucking finger out.
Were you surprised because when Coldplay came back, you went to see them and Chris Martin climbed up a speaker stack and hugged you? What was that about?
I mean, I like Coldplay, much to Liam, well, fires Liam up when he hears me say that, because he doesn't like them at all, although he couldn't tell you why. And he kind of leapt up on his piano and then onto some PA stacking up the thing, and he came up and he kind of... He's a weird fucker. And he came on and he went, how am I doing? I was like, get on stage, you fucking idiot.
Is that
do you know what I mean? How am I doing? I don't know. It freaked me out now. He's just sweaty and everything.
Family's very important to Oasis. I'm not talking about the brothers, but your mum is someone who you still throw demos up to, isn't she, and stuff, and to get her give Liam advice when he won't listen to you.
She, every time there's been a major fallout, she's always on the phone before Liam. She's not an A&R woman. I quash that rumour, please. I don't want her to get the blame for standing on the shoulder of giants or anything like that. She kind of comes to visit London a lot, and she sat around my kitchen table saying, have you fallen out? And he'd be like, yeah, why? What have you heard? And she'd be like, well, do you think you give him a ring? Well, I'm not ringing him, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, he said the same about you. I was like, I'll get him on the phone now.
Was there ever a point where you thought maybe we'd had the last Oasis album?
There wasn't a point where the album had ever came to a complete and utter standstill. It was always kind of going somewhere. I mean, once we put out a best of or a greatest hits, that's when it's finished.
Yeah.
Until that point, no matter how long it takes between records, we'll always be working on new stuff. And we've always said that from the start.
All right, brilliant. Well, listen, best of luck to you. Enjoy whatever lies ahead in the next year.
I will do.
Because it will no doubt not be what you expect, I'd imagine.
Well, you read about it first in the papers, I would have thought.
And it'll all be true.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Nice one, man.
Thanks. So that's it for 4Music presents Oasis Rock and Roll Gods. I'm sure you'll agree.